November when we started Cafe 16 Satyanagar. Of course, as all of you know, it takes its name from the address. Satyanagar को एक घरटा 50 वर्ष पूरी थिला. Of course, my father moved in 1973, but 72. But आमी कहलु ता पूर्व वर्ष तो घर हे जाइथिला. So we said a friend gave a very nice line. He said Bhubaneswar is a city of old temples and new houses. So we felt that okay, it's a relatively old house in the temple city of Bhubaneswar. So it started as the first house cafe of Bhubaneswar, and the cafe I wrote a story of this house and this house in the history of Bhubaneswar. The first institution to move from Cuttack was the Secretariat, Tapare Bani Bihar, and how the first generation of professors of Utkal University built their houses on this lake. Cuttack re professor pada hai, Bhubaneswar professor pada hai ki arambha hoitila. And the interesting thing was 1990 par to jetale middle class boom hela, this whole building and yes boom, every lane had been transformed because old houses were pulled down and new houses had come up, but this lane looked exactly the same, and I celebrated that in a post. Ironically or unfortunately, gote barsa pare gote tapki challa. Prathame 14 Satyanagar, ebe 17 Satyanagar, emiti dhire dhire chalichi, but we still, mane jemti Asterix and Obelix re, holding out, we would still like to hold out. And so 2 years back we thought, why don't we start a series in the cafe? Of course, many of you have been to events at Bakul Library next door. Jo mane jai nahanti, I would request you can please go and visit after this talk. So we started Ekamra Talkies to capture stories of the city, which is not scholarly articles on the history and heritage of the city, but memories of the city through lived experiences. So the first talk was by Debu Patnaik on the story of eating out in the city. Prathama cafe kota thila, 70s, 80s re loko koti khau thile. What was fast food then, first restaurants, that is there on YouTube. The second was Ame Bhubaneswar to develop Kochi as a sports city. What was the story of the sports city before it became the sports city? How did people play sport? Who was playing sport? What kinds of sport? So that was the second talk. And the third was an epic battle, which was between Debu Patnaik and Charudatta Panigrahi on Bhubaneswar versus Cuttack. So that was a very interesting talk as well. But after the epic battle, we kind of retired hurt. So there was a break. So Aji Ame, we are starting the second season of Ekamra Talkies. So thank you very much for coming here. And we thought, the best person to start this, in fact, Arambharu ichha thila ki Ananta Mosam kahiba to share his stories. Now many of you, I will not do the stupid thing of saying he's a man who needs no introduction and then give a 1 hour long introduction, as it often happens. But for some of our young volunteers who may not know as much about him, anything interesting or cultural that happens in Bhubaneswar or Odisha, be sure he has his hands in it, or he is behind it. So Jemiti, बहुत वर्ष तले बकुल नुआ नुआ आरंभ होइतिला, and I knew of him aguru छोटो बेले देखा हितला, but एमिति बकुल आरंभ होला परे देखा हिनतिला. But then he comes running, अरे गोटे which later became a picture book published by Pratham Books called The Seventh Son. Munda Adivasi Jati ro tankar gote folk tale, and he was involved. Professor Raja Mahanti of IIT Bombay, the design school there. So when Misikri got good illustrated, Pilanku involved karikiri. So he was with that. So not just theatre. I mean, of course, many of you know him as the Renaissance man of Odia theatre, cinema, theatre, radio, television, everything. And not just the performating arts. Chhabi bahi hela ki even fine arts or public arts. He has been also with NGOs. He has been, I know, on the board of Gram Vikas and many other NGOs. And of course, awards are plenty. Awards are immaterial. I think the fact that all of you have come on a Sunday morning to listen to him is also an award by you to him. So thank you very much, Musa. And his is a very interesting story because see, moon internet as always, भूल पड़ी कि से 36 मसीह जन्म होते से एक्चुअली 35 मसीह जन्म होते but 15 June is correct. So a few months before Odisha became a state, and he had a very privileged upbringing in the sense that सही समय रे जने हाई कोर्ट जस्टिस का पुओ थिले कटक रु जिबासिया होथिला. His father was on the council the committee Bhubaneswar गठन रे. So he was privy to all the discussions and of course all the anger that I'm sure Kotaki has had कि Bhubaneswar पड़ेला. So but सी कटक रु आसुथिले बारंबार सेतल जो टाउन थिला ताकू देखिया पई and he actually saw it change and also remarkably maybe there are many people who still prefer to travel ताका काम भुवनेश्वर but they prefer to travel from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar. But 62 मसीहा रे he saw some promise in the new city that he moved from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar to settle down here. So he will be sharing his story. And but before he talks, and we will have a lengthy question and answer session. Normally all these talks we've had a very interesting discussion. And मोसागर बहुत anxiety थिला कि heat wave कहूची आउ कौन केमिति हबो. But then he आजिकली Gen Z word is manifestation. He manifested that खराटा दिए कमी गला and we have pleasant weather. We hope all of you still like it. But just before that, we have also, I requested our BMC Commissioner and BDA Vice Chairperson, Mr. Chanchal Rana, that this is a series on the city. I think it will be nice if you come here. He has something groundbreaking ceremony which we have every other day in the city to attend to. But he said that no, I will attend the talk and then I'll go. A few words from you, Chanchal ji, before we start the talk.
Very
thank you, Sujit. It's an honor actually. ମୁଁ ଆଜି ଆସିନଥିଲି ଟୁ ସୁଜିତ had requested ଯେ ଆସିକି flag off କରନ୍ତୁ ବଟ୍ ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆନନ୍ଦ ମଉସା ବିଷୟରେ ନିଜେ ପଢ଼ିଲି ମୁଁ କହିଲି ଯେ ଆଇ ଥିଙ୍କ ୱାନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦି ଲିଷ୍ଟ ଇନଫର୍ମଡ ଯଦି ଅଡ଼ିଏନ୍ସରେ କିଏ ଥିବ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଉଡ୍ ବି ମି. So it would have not be very proper कि ମୁଁ ଆସିକି आपको ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରକାର flag off କରିବି. It is actually it's a very privilege that Sujit invited me ଯେ ବସିକି ଟିକେ ଶୁଣିବା. ଆଜିକାଲି ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ ସମୟରେ ଜନ୍ମ ହେଲୁ ଆଉ ଯେଉଁ ସମୟରେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଦେଖିଛୁ ଆଉ ସେ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ନଥିଲା. It was already on a very it was on a fast pace and ଯାହା ଆମେ ମଝିରେ ଆଜି ଯେତେବେଳେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ସାହିରେ ଆମେ ବୁଲୁ ସକାଳେ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରୁ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରୁ ସେଇ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟେକ ସାହିରୁ ଜଣେ ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ମଉସା ଆସିକି ତାଙ୍କର ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଯେଉଁ ରାଗରେ କୁହନ୍ତି ଏବେ ଜଣାପଡ଼େ ମାନେ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସ୍ ଫିଲ୍ଡ ଭିଜିଟ୍ ଗଲା ପରେ ତାଙ୍କରି ପୁଅ ତାଙ୍କରି ନାତି ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା ଡାଇମେନସନ୍ର କଥା ହେଉଥିବେ ଆଉ ସେଇ ଯେଉଁ ପୁରୁଣା ମଉସା ମଉସୀମାନେ ଥିବେ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରକାର ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଆମ ସାମ୍ନାରେ ଆଙ୍କିବାକୁ ଚେଷ୍ଟା କରନ୍ତି. So I think it is very important ଯେ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ରେ ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ ପ୍ରକାର ନୂଆ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ବୃହତ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଏସବୁର ପରିକଳ୍ପନା କରୁଛୁ ଆମକୁ ବେସିକ୍ ଯେଉଁ କେଉଁଠୁ ଏ ସହର ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଲା ଏ ସହରର କ'ଣ ସଂସ୍କୃତି ଥିଲା କ'ଣ ୟାର ପାଣିପାଗ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା ବହୁତ ଆମ ପାଇଁ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ଦରକାର. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରକାରର ଗପ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ସୁଜିତ ଯାହା ବି କରେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରକାର ଗପ ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ହିଁ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଆସେ. So I am very sure that I will be gaining something from this insight and I really look forward to this session. Thank you Sujit and thank you Musa ji apna Sujit ji je mu asiki apna pakke tige nimada ji suri. Thank you.
Musa, over to you.
I will start like a master. I will name some years and those who can answer raise your hand. 1935 my birth. Well, you got Fox in the very first. Okay, 1936 Odisha. Okay, 1945 World War II ended. And my first visit to Bhubaneswar. 1947.
Independence.
1948. Bhubaneswar. Well, they have done a lot of programs on the 13th and 14th and 15th. I'm sorry I wasn't here. Sulochana was very kind to send me a special invitation. because I've been associated with the Foundation Day along with Pradosh. 1952.
Shifting of the capital.
No, India becomes a democratic sovereign republic. Okay, I'll talk more about Ekamra Khetra, but Ekamra Khetra bahut naam mila. And it also was associated starting from Khandagiri, actually Kautanti Borunaitu भी आरंभ होता Ekamra Khetra. I was about 45, 10 years old, so you can think that a reasonably good memory from then on. And we used to come to Bhubaneswar because it was said that it was a cooler climate and there were sanatoriums, because a lot of people from Bengal and other places used to come here because of the weather and a dip in Kedar Gauri and the water from Motichikot, which is still being auctioned. I think this year it went up to 27,000 rupees. I recollect some years my father would drive his Austin 8. I don't think anyone of you remember a car which was called Austin. You do? Okay, good. And then we'll take the Fairweather Road. You know, those days, none of you can conceive of a Fairweather Road. It used to be between late May, April, May, and by June it would be washed away by the floods. And we will get down at Hattigoda near Puri Ghat and walk across, drive across almost towards Parang, which is almost parallel to the present Trisulia Bridge. And all along the rail track we would move. And then somewhere near about today's Manchester, it will go onto the airfield. There was an airfield then, and naturally the cars would go and then come to the famous Hunama Gate. Now, who was Huna? Probably the gatekeeper, who probably was drunk or loitering, and poor old mother, like all mothers, took care and would to signal the green flag for the train to pass. There used to be only one or two trains that time. And they would open the gate, she would close the gate. But luckily there would be hardly any traffic. There will be mostly one or two cycles, one or two hand-pulled rickshaws, one or two bullock carts. Because that was the road that used to go to Lingaraj Mandir and through that towards. And then, of course, we would come to the Dak Bungalow. There will be two huge rooms, and with the chowkidar, the sweeper, the cleaner, and sometimes a khansama also, to take care of us, spread out. And then we'd go in the evening, the cool breeze all round. And in the morning, sometimes my parents would go to Kedar Gauri for a bath. Or sometimes also order that the Kedar Gauri water is brought in a thela with a bullock cart, and then we take a bath in that. Well, this went on, and sometimes when my father was not available or I was away, my mother, a cook, a servant, and myself, we would travel from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar by train. And when we got down, how do you go to the Dak Bungalow? A bullock cart. You may not believe it, but I still remember very clearly holding on to my mother to be able to stay alert through the journey from the station to the Dak Bungalow. And sometimes to the sanatorium, which was now very near the Bindu Sagar. That sanatorium building has been knocked down. Now I think it's a marriage reception center. And this went on till about 1952, when I went away to Allahabad for my studies after matriculation in Ewing Christian College, because my brother-in-law Ranganath Mishra and my brother Prabhat were already gone to Allahabad, and they persuaded my father to allow me to go to Allahabad at that young age, but that meant that I had become old to be able to travel all by myself. Of course, those days I was also used to traveling first class. So people sometimes, the neighbor would wake up and say, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to Allahabad Young Christian College." He said, "Yes, how? But who is with you?" I said, "Nobody, I'm adult enough to be able to handle myself." He said, "Oh really? Are you sure somebody is there to look you up at Allahabad?" I said, "Yes, of course, I have my father's friend, my brother-in-law friend, my brother's friends, and everybody is there to receive me." But when the train landed in Allahabad, there was hardly anybody, and I got down and looked around, and then I said that, then of course, my brother-in-law's friend was there. We went in a buggy to his house, which was near Young Christian College, right on the banks of Jamuna. And that opened up a new world to me, Allahabad. But everybody who used to pass his BA, bachelor's, who used to go to Allahabad for MA. And here I was finishing my matriculation and going to Allahabad. But by 1952, my father had built a house in Puri. So we started going to Puri then. And Bhubaneswar was becoming crowded. The work had started, a lot of noise and dust. But I still recollect having visited Bhubaneswar. The chief architect was Mr. C.S. Vaz. Though Koinangar had planned the city, but he went away. And Mr. Vaz looked after, and he used to stay in the first house quarter, Unit 1. Bhubaneswar was called Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, and now on. But now, of course, they have changed. It's now called Bapuji Nagar, Ashok Nagar, Ganga Nagar, and Surja Nagar, and all Nagars. But the best part of that memory was that when I came back from Allahabad in 1956 and joined Ravenshaw College, by then my brother had opened the bookshop in Cuttack, Prabhat K. Mahapatra at Mangalabag. And in 60, my father built a house in Bhubaneswar, which was rented out for 2 years to the then old Burma Shell. That company is not there anymore. And then in 62, I moved in. But the best part of the joke is that being in Cuttack, coming to Bhubaneswar almost every other day. Initially because of the bookshop and the educational institutions are coming up. OUAT, Institute of Engineers, Regional Research Laboratory, Bani Bihar, State Library, Information Center, which added a big library then, which is called Joydev Bhavan today. And in this process from 1956, by which time The Unit 1 with the police station and the heart. Unit 2 with the market building, which reminded you of Connaught Place really, because those kind of street line, and 2 floors. And people from all over would come. Yet, it lacked the cultural scene. Cuttack had lively literary meet at Utkal Sahitya Samaj, Kala Vikas Kendra, National Music Association, Annapurna Theatre, Janata Rangamancha, Prabhat, Capital in Cinema. All these, whereas people from Bhubaneswar used to go to Cuttack to watch these plays or dance and music programs, which was, of course, later filled up with the Ekamra talkies, which was really initiated by baby Aruna Mahanti's father, Kamal Lochon Mahanti, in a shaded, tarpaulin shaded with black stools and with 2 machines, because each reel those days used to be 1000 meter and it runs for about 10 minutes. But for such cinema halls, they had 6000 meter, so that it was being operated by hand. So it used to take almost half an hour, 45 minutes for a break, and then after a break, again another half an hour, 45 minutes, till of course the Ravi Talkies came, Corpora Cinema came, and the other places came up, and of course the Rabindra Mandap, which then of course became the focus for all cultural events, but simultaneously called the Museum Auditorium. And after I had opened the bookshop in our house at Purabi, near Mausima Mandir or Rameshwar Mandir, I had organized a book fair at the Bhanja Kora Mandap. The governor was Sukthankar, and he was a person who used to read the Friday book column of Statesman. And on Saturday morning, there will be a letter, order from the Raj Bhavan to our bookshop for the book. And when I invited him to inaugurate the book fair, the first thing he asked, how is it that I ordered the book in Delhi, Calcutta, Madras, but I don't get it and you have it? I said, sir, that is a trick in every trade. The bookseller, publisher, magazine 6 months before sends out details of the books that are being published. And since we ordered 1 or 2 copies, I and my brother would go through which would interest people, and it would come by airmail. And for the book reviews, the publisher used to send it by airmail to the papers. So by the time they received, we received the copy. And that also happened, amazed the then American ambassador who had come to our bookshop, and 3-volume Asian tragedy, Asian drama. And he rushed. He said, how the hell did you get this copy? I can't get it in Calcutta. I said, that is because for you I have ordered specially all by airmail, and you should pay double the price. Well, after 56, 57, 58, I got used to of course I forgot the most important thing. Most of the departments had shifted, but there were daily passengers also, because there were not adequate quarters, and the Katkiyas can never leave Cuttack and settle in Bhubaneswar. So they used to have daily passenger tickets from Cuttack to Bhubaneswar and back. But the point that I was driving at, that in spite of the difficulty, how they were able to, there used to be only one platform on the left side, the old platform, which is now probably platform number 8. And that was what second longest platform in India after Danapur. Danapur was almost 1 mile long and Bhubaneswar was about 20-30 meters. Then of course meter was not there, feet, about 100-200 feet less. And one had to walk. But by the time you come out to the old station, now we call it old station, they opened up the west side, which was called the Jhunjhunwala Garden. And that was the beginning of Bhubaneswar Club. How many members of Bhubaneswar Club are here? 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Oh, you are there. Okay, that was Biju Patnaik, of course, was the first chairman. And it started in that Jhunjhunwala Garden. Then later, of course, it shifted to Unit 1, the number 1, which till Navakrishna Chaudhary became Chief Minister and stayed there. He shifted to the present, which was only a block of one-story thatched place. But it was the hard-working IAS officers like Chanchal, they need a break, so the Bhubaneswar Club was essential for everybody. And it was so difficult for a private person to get into it. But I was lucky. I think I am one of the oldest members now living for the Bhubaneswar Club, joining in 1964 on 24th of July. Well, coming back to Bhubaneswar, you may not believe it today when I narrate. Sitting out on the veranda of our house in Purabi, which was built only in an acre of land with 4 bedrooms, kitchen, dining space, drawing hall, staff quarter. I would sit out in 62, 63 in the veranda and look out. Those days the boundary walls were small because there was hardly any traders coming in. Now even with 10 feet high boundary wall, people can jump in now. I used to watch maybe one cycle, maybe one hand-pulled rickshaw, maybe one car, which is very, very few then, and maybe 1 or 2 bullock carts will pass in a minute. Today, it must be hundreds. Well, that is how we have developed Bhubaneswar. Now, coming back to the present, what was the lacuna really? And I had in our intact with presenting the heritage city that has been designed by Intact. I had said the contour, geographical contour of Bhubaneswar is west to east. That is Khandagiri and down below towards Gaya Canal. Whereas the city has been built north-south. You have all the roads leading from south to the north, like your Rajpath, like the present Sachivalaya Marg, Gandhi Park. That's why when there is a rain, it all comes down. But if you had designed it, I'm not accusing you, it has been wrongfully or by oversight by Koinga, that he didn't realize the contour, he didn't probably have enough time to be able to see. That's why you always find there is a waterlogging in 5 minutes rain. But if the city had been planned west to east, you would have seen that it would have just flowed in, like, I would say some portions of Allahabad, because all the water goes back into Ganga and Yamuna. The second most important thing, the designing of the quarters. They had not visualized that so many people will come. As you all know, it was a design plan for 40,000 people. Today, although you say 15, but I know it's more than 50 lakh population today. And it's growing. Unfortunately, with the result, okay. Ah, you made it from the airport straight here. Okay, good. Now, if you had designed the flats, the concept would have been multi-storied. You would have saved this problem. And if you had designed it in such a way that not only making a radius of only about 2 miles instead of spreading out because you had land all along. It's exactly the same problem Delhi is facing today. It's of course, when this was discussed by my father with Mr. Vaz, he said, I don't know what to, that's what they had done. As usual, he passed on. But the point that I'm trying to make is, a city is never built in a day. Unless, of course, Rome was burnt in a day. The professor of English, there is a quotation about Rome, Rome being built in a day. It was burnt. You can burn a city in a day, but you can't build a city in a day. And what are we driving at today? Why are we so concerned about Bhubaneswar? It's a difficult one. I hate to go out in the evenings because of the traffic, because of the pollution. Look what pollution, we are matching now with Delhi. And we are, of course, not blame anybody except ourselves. What have we done? Have I planted enough tree in my house, in my garden? Of course, they said I don't have any space. I have got 20 by 30 and I have got another 2 feet all along. So what do I plant? Plant it on the roof. I think I am not trying to give any ideas to you, Chanchal Babu, but I am only saying that it's still not late. It's perhaps somewhere we find that we overlook things in the past, but there is always a possibility of rectifying the past to make the future better, beautiful. Now, so is 1948, people can't even remember. I don't know how many of you were born in 1948. Not one, I think. Only some, no. Okay. Okay. So Odisha government encouraged initially the lawyers, judges, doctors, businessmen from Cuttack to take land at a very cheap rate. And some of them, like my father did. But when he built the house in 1958, we had only 3 neighbors. One was Khanpara, next to Kanika. The next one was ours, and our neighbor was Dr. Kasinath Mishra, his son, Judge Brajo Mishra, our neighbor. And in the front was Rai Bahadur Samuel Das's summer abode. That was all that from museum till Rameshwar or Mansima Mandir. Just 4 houses. Now you can't count it. And all other, from our side, our house is exactly 102 meters away from the temple. There was a ban, no building next to a heritage building. But you see any day, right 10 feet away, the houses have come. All of them should be demolished. And you start demolition, you have demolished about 64 houses yesterday. You should start it from the old town. Now today, the old town, I don't know whether they take any BMC clearance anymore or not. But the point that I am now going to conclude saying that being such a big place, but we consecrated it. Being such a lovely place, we are burning it every day. And then whether we should be able to fight with the population, building and traffic, or is this the beginning? 1926, the year to the look ahead for 2047. Thank you.